First, the state football championships in our Heartland Top 10. There was a wild finish between Millard South and Papillion in the Class A final. The Indians won in dramatic fashion. It will be remembered as one of the most dramatic finishes in state playoff history. Papillion All-Stater John Gibson scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to put the Monarchs ahead 24-22 with 6.5 minutes left in the game. But the Indians rose to the challenge. On 3rd down and 9, quarterback Josh Miller hit Jeff Colleen for a first down at the 44-yard line. Then Millard South faced another 3rd and long, but Miller found Brock Barron open at the 43-yard line of Papillion for another first down. The Indians kept the ball on the ground the rest of the drive. Millard South drove 68 yards in 13 plays. Millard capped off the drive with a keeper from 4 yards out to make it 28-24 with 1:19 left. The Indians' defense sealed the win when James Gregg intercepted a tip pass with 29 seconds left. For the first time in the school's history, Millard South was the Class A football champions.
It's tremendous. I mentioned it to Gene afterwards. I mean this sincerely. It means a lot to beat a Gene Sewer team. Papillion's well coached, got great athletes, and we were just fortunate enough to have the ball last.
Been thinking about this since freshman year. I mean, we knew we had it. We went undefeated our freshman year, and we were thinking about it every year since, and it's finally coming true.
Congratulations. Now, here is a look at our final Heartland Top 10. The #1 team is Millard South. The Indians win their last 8 games to take the top spot. Papillion is #2. Millard North is 3rd. Their only loss was to the Indians. Prep is 4th, followed by Pius, Columbus, Norfolk, Harlan, Lincoln Southeast, and Gross. It's time now for our Heartland Prep close-up. There is going to be a lot of celebrating this week at Millard South High School. The Indians captured their first state football title behind quarterback Josh Miller. Merlin Klaus has more in this week's close-up.
Other quarterbacks had more impressive numbers this year, but Millard South's Josh Miller has a championship trophy. The senior epitomized the clutch blue-collar effort of the Indians yesterday. He established himself early, quickly answering Papillon's opening score, staying calm under pressure all afternoon long.
When Josh plays well, we play well, and I told him that at halftime. And then after the second score, I said, you've played 2 good series. We scored both times. We got to have you. He came through.
It would all come down to one final drive late in the fourth quarter. Miller kept the chains moving with his clutch running and passing.
Well, I just said this is my last quarter of football I got, so might as well make it worth it. So we just put together a couple good plays. We had a great play calling, and our offensive line gave me time. All I had to do was throw it. It wasn't that hard.
And finally, it was Miller, nailing down a state championship with just over a minute left to go.
Well, we've been running that play a couple times in a row on the drive, and it was an option play, and I gave him a couple times, so I thought they'd be biting on it. So I just gave him the fake and took off for the corner. I had a great stock block by one of my receivers. I don't know who it was.
There were tears and cheers at the end. Millard South avenged its 2 regular season losses during the playoffs and won a championship in the process.
You can't picture, I mean, you can't, if you had to draw it up, you couldn't do it any better. We said after we lost those guys, hopefully we can get them in the postseason, and we did, and you just couldn't ask for anything more. Perfect day. Papillion played great. It was a great game. It's no better way to go out than this way.
Merlin Klaus, Channel 6 Sports.
Thanks, Merlin. It was a special ending for Josh and the 34 seniors on the team. They won their last 8 games to finish at 11-2.